of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Thornton, the motion man right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop the throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give, running left is right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Forced out to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
20, TX. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure again and down. Again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's A.J. Cole. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll go right back to right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But now he appears to be in some pain. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Here's Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith.
And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On play action, they'll throw. Staying on his feet, flush to his right. Able to locate his running back, open. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by Tucker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Westbrook Akine.
Yeah, I was on it. I was on a good pass.
Inside the 30.
Good fucking
Fourth
pass.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this to Myers. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, my God.
Dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Throwing Tua. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st down.
All right.
Now Tua. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Go ahead. Ready.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll follow his blockers here all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. What a ball game.